Good morning, ladies. Happy Wednesday.
Hello, hello.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies. Just give me one sec. I'll go ahead and text Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Good morning. Or yeah, it's still good morning.
Good morning, sunshines. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Yeah. We are ready.
Let me just go ahead and check the others.
Okay, sweet. So first of all, I want to apologize if you guys signed on last week. I completely forgot and I was on a flight. So I was nowhere to be found last Wednesday, but I'm here now. You tell me when we're ready, Radina.
Okay, just can we have like at least a couple of minutes? I'm just gonna go ahead and send another reminder.
Okay, sweet. You tell me when.
Thank you.
How are you guys doing? Are you guys ready for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Tiff, you look comfy.
I'm still in my pajamas.
Oh. How was the event yesterday?
It was fun.
So bummed I missed it.
How's your grandma?
She got out yesterday and they gave her new medication and she felt good this morning. And then we just got the text that she was back in the hospital again.
Oh, oh
Yes.
no.
She has this thing where like she'll be fine and then her heart rate shoots up to like I think the highest it went up to was like 200 and
Mm-hmm.
then at 180 so she just like she can't breathe and it's like and then it's just yeah.
Pobrecita, that's horrible.
I know. She feels now my family's getting frustrated because they keep trying to get her to speak to a cardiologist, but it's Kaiser and Kaiser's taking forever to just even like recommend her or to like, so yeah. Let's see.
How old is she?
My grandma, she's almost 70. So, but I'm like for her heart rate to jump up to like 100, I mean 200, like that's insane. Like at 180, that's like us like sprinting full force and yeah, so we'll see.
Okay.
So,
Crystal, I
prayers.
think we can start.
We're
Since
ready?
this is recording, yes, I we can still go ahead and share it to them. I'll go ahead and make you the host. Just give me one sec. There we go.
Okay, sweet. So am I the host now? Give me 1 second. Let me see maybe. Okay. So we're ready? Good to go? All right,
Yes.
guys. So let's get going. Let's get this started. I do want this to be, like I always tell you guys whenever I'm training, like I want this to be interactive. If you guys have any questions on the spot, feel free to ask me. If there's anything else that like that uh, if I say something that I'm doing and you guys say like, hey, I do it this way, like I want you guys to share it because what works for you might work for someone else too. So please, you guys feel free to speak out and share what works for you guys as well. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about like what my schedule looks like, what my days look like, what works for me to kind of keep the business going. And you guys right now, and I think I tell you guys like I feel like every time I tell the team like right now is the time where you have to go full like all in. Like I say that in the summer, I say that in spring, I say that like, but right now more than ever, like you guys cannot stop there. And I know it's a little bit hard. Like I went on a quick vacation last week and it's so hard to get the momentum going. But as soon as we landed on Monday or we landed Sunday night, when I woke up on Monday, it was like full force. Like there's no stopping, even though it's hard to kind of get back into the rhythm. Like because we chose to take some time off, then we have to work twice as hard when we get back on it, right? So definitely don't slow down and don't let the holidays um kind of get to you like this is still work, we're still working, we're not stopping these next couple weeks, okay? um, so a few things that I want to touch base on today. It's not only going to be real estate. I want to touch base on our health, our mindset, and then we're going to get into some real estate stuff. But what works for me and what makes me kind of take my business to the next level, it's those two things, my health and my mindset. If I'm not feeling my best, if I'm not taking care of myself, there's no way I could do everything I'm doing now. And when I say everything I'm doing, it's, taking care of my kids, it's, taking care of myself, it's working nonstop. Like, unless you're healthy, guys, you guys, there's no way. you guys are going to be able to move forward. And even if it's just, taking 30 minutes a day to go on a walk, and I'm not going to lie, just going on a walk will change your mindset so much too. It helps you clear your mind. It gives you the energy. So even when you're like the most tired and you're like, there's just no way, just take a little walk. Just take a walk, get on the treadmill, and just let it clear your mind, and you'll be fresh enough to come back and tackle all your battles. Um, and For me, like what works for me is like I wake up, my husband, he'll wake up at 4:30 in the morning and he's at the gym. And that's not gonna work for me. I just that is not me. So we always have to find what works for us. And like most of us are moms and most of us, have a lot going on because of the kids. So we have to find what works for us. And for me, it took some time to like for me and my husband to understand, like, even though we want to work out together, like it's not gonna work. Like we have kids, we have to do things at our own time. So find the time that works for you. But what does matter is that you actually get it done. And we stop making excuses, that stop bullshitting. Like we have 30 minutes to take a walk or to do a quick workout at home. Like let's stop making excuses for ourselves, right? So like I said, for my husband, 4:30 a.m. works at me. For me, what works is like I'm up at 6:30. I'm getting myself ready. At 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. I get my kids ready, drop them off at 8, and by 8:15 I'm at the gym. That's what works for me. So from 8:15 to 9:30, that's my gym time. And um unless I'm there, like if I skip that, like I already know my day's gonna drag because I don't get the same energy throughout the rest of the day, right? I don't know if it's a pre-workout or if it's actually me working out, but my day is not gonna be the same. So I know, like for me, that's non-negotiable. I have to be at the gym. I still have Zoom meetings, and yes, I'll be at the gym with my Zoom meeting on. But it's for me, that's the only time I could do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it after, and I'm not gonna make excuses why I'm not gonna do it. So find the time that works for you and find some kind of physical activity for you guys to do. I promise you, it's gonna change your mindset completely. I want to hear from you guys. Do you guys work out? What do you guys do? What do you guys do to keep your body going or keep your body moving?
I work out 5 times a week.
Nice. You go to the gym?
I go to the gym or
You cut off. Sorry. You go to the gym.
sometimes to drive
Oh, you said you go to the gym or what?
or go out for a walk, hiking.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, sweet. That's actually what I've been telling you. I've been wanting to do too. We should do like a group hike. There's a right here in Claremont, like there's a 5 mile hike, or we could just do like well, I have a trail right here by my house too. It's like I think back and forth is like 3 miles. It's not bad. And it's just a walking trail, but we should do that like all together. That'd be good. And then we'll use that as a mastermind too. And this is the app I want to share with you guys too. Like it's called Ladder. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's that one. It's called Ladder. So that's an app that I use to work out. It's just, it has at home ones and it also has like for the gym. And I literally just follow it. It's like, I choose, you could choose like how long you want to work out. I choose between 45 minutes to an hour. It gives you videos of the breakdown and you just, I'm like that. Even though I work, I like having a trainer. For me, this is $30 a month. And this is, something that I know I could do. And it also tells you like, hey, you said you were going to work out three times a week or 5 times a week, and you're not doing it right now. So it kind of, oh shit, like I didn't work out. Just find something that works for you guys. There's a ton of apps. There's so many resources we could use, but get your body moving, and you guys will see the difference. Not only will you look better, you're gonna feel better, but like your mind is gonna just open up too. So I highly recommend that. The second thing is mindset, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, this weekend we were around a lot of people, and there were some people just in particular that were very negative. And I literally said, I was like, if you say one more time, I'm gonna have to walk away. Because it was like, they don't like me. It hates like it was just like I'm like, dude, like, no, it's all in your mindset. But like it's so important for us to watch what we say, not only about ourselves, but to ourselves or whatever we're speaking. Like, even if you're talking negative about somebody
Right.
else, it's just negative. Like, keep the negativity away, whether it's business related, whether it's personal, like just I don't want to hear anything else like I can or no, or like just complaining. Like that's not it's not good. So let's stay away from that. And this whole that I've also heard a lot in the industry where you hear like, oh, it's just the holidays, everything's so slow, there's no business. Hell no, we create our business, we create our market. So if nothing's coming to us, it's because we're in that constant mindset that, oh, there's nothing out there. Like, no, you go out there and you find your market, you find your business. So seriously watch what you say, watch your negativity. If you're around somebody, someone that's negative, like just hey, you don't have to like argue with them or like just like oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna head out this way, just stay away from it. And I think one of the biggest things for me when I first started real estate and for years, like every time I would go to events or seminars, I would always hear people say like, or speakers will say like, stay away, sometimes you have to cut ties with family or with friends that are negative or that are just holding you down. And it's hard to walk away from people like that. And it's funny because I would always have people come to mind, and it was some of my closest friends. And I'm like, oh, like when they were to talk about things like that, like this person would come to mind, and I'm like, but there's no way. Like this is one of my, it's like a sister, it's one of my best friends. There's no way I could cut
Yeah.
ties. And literally, like they were at a point where like my life was changing. Um, that negativity, like we never got into argument. We never like argued about anything, but we just kind of stopped talking. And I took that as my cue to be like, okay, this is my opportunity to just, even though it hurt me and even though I wanted to like reach out again, but that was my I know if I do, I was gonna be brought back into that negativity. So I feel like Diosito always takes care of me and he removes anybody that that I shouldn't be around. And it sucks,
Yeah,
but
love them from far.
I'm sorry.
I said you just gotta love them from far.
100%. And I wish nothing but the best for them. But
Yeah.
but like, and you will see like when things like that happen, like your life just elevates and it continues to grow, and it allows you to like see things in a whole different way. And if you're that negative person that's we got to change that mindset. And let's be honest with ourselves. Like if we're constantly like, oh, everything bad happens to me and everything, yeah, everything bad is going to continue to happen to you. Facts.
Yeah.
Like it's the way that if that's what you're putting out there, that's what you're attracting. So let's watch our mindset. Let's watch what we say, what we do. Um, I don't know if you guys have heard of the book, and you guys tell me what books you guys either listen to or read as well. It's called The Four Agreements. Even if you guys just want to start off with like personal growth or personal development, like this book, it's something simple. It's a short book, but it talks about the four agreements, which is stay true to your word. Don't make assumptions. Always do your best. And what was the fourth one? I don't know, there's four, but you guys look into it. And that book honestly has done so much for me. Even when I'm feeling like in a really bad position, like I always like I have it in my audiobooks, and I
Mhm.
just like listen to it and I'm like, oh, okay. And my biggest thing was always taking things personal. Oh, that was the last one. Don't take it personal. But don't take it personal and don't make assumptions. I don't know if it's my Virgo mind, but anytime that I would like any little thing that would happen with someone, I'm like, did they mean this? Did they say this? Is it because of this? Or like, and my mind would just like spiral and I would create these stories in my head that would drive me crazy. Mind you, it had nothing to do, like later on, when I would find out, it had nothing to do with what I was thinking, but it was me and the other person wasn't affected by it. It was me. I was affecting myself. I was drowning in my thoughts. And this book kind of helped me get through things like that. Like, so the don't take it personal, especially in this business. Don't take it personal. Like, and don't. We're dealing with a lot of clients. We're dealing with a lot of emotions. Amanda said I'm guilty of that. Yes, like it's
Well,
nothing personal.
it's the female condition
Yeah, yeah,
to
and
think that way. To think that way.
it's also good to know that it's not just me because I thought I was going crazy. So, but yeah, it's definitely like, but it's little things like that, like by us reading stuff like this and opening our minds, that it's like, oh, okay, you're right. You know what? And who knows? Maybe they did mean it in a bad way, but for me, I'm not gonna take it personal. Oh yeah, like they put the book in the comments, the four
Mhm.
agreements. Um, but I'm not going to take it personal and I'm not going to let it affect me. And you'd be surprised that it's not for them, it's for you, it's for your own sanity. So the don't take it personal and the don't make assumptions. Like I said, I would create these stories in my mind with clients, with my personal life, with everything. Like, are they not responding to my text because they don't want to work with me? Did I do this? Did I do that? Like, it would just like
Mhm.
drive me crazy. And I'm telling you, these stories would get very elaborate. Okay, like I would get very with my stories. So. But it was just all things that I was telling myself, and it was just like, no, like I can't be doing that. And then mind you, all it takes is a conversation to clear up. Hey, what's going on? Like all it takes is a simple conversation, and you'll get to the other side of it.
Right.
Another important one from that book is the stay true to your word and always do your best. So if you do what you're gonna say, And like, let's say you tell your client, hey, I'm going to call you at 4 p.m. If you do what you're going to say, you're going to build your client's trust, and you're going to be able to move forward and expand that relationship with them. Now, if you say you're going to call them at 4 p.m. and you don't, guess what? You're affecting that relationship. And then that leads to the next one where you're not always going to do your best, right? Or that builds anxiety for me. I don't know about you guys, but I know, like, if I said I was going to call him at 4 and I know that's not I'm not staying true to my word and I'm not doing my best, the anxiety inside of me builds like there's no tomorrow. Like I'm like, like it's just, but it's not even, it's nothing against against them. It's that me, I know I should have done something and I know I didn't do it and I know didn't take responsibility for it. So, um, another part of that is too, like if we're always giving it our best and our best, we might not always win, right? We're not probably not always going to get the listing agreement or get that client, but if we give it our best, if we did our all, like we knew like, hey, honestly, that was my best. There's nothing else I could have done differently. Then I don't feel bad about it. Now, hey, you know what, that position wasn't for me. But if we know like, hey, we didn't prepare, we slacked, and we didn't get the listing, then we know like we're gonna feel like shit because of that, right? But yeah, so that's one of the books I really, really recommend. Is there any other books that you guys like?
Yeah, I put one in the comments. My therapist actually had me read it back when I was doing my other job. It's called Leadership and Self-Deception, Getting Out of the Box. It's basically goes over everything that you just talked about.
Uh-huh.
But it relates more to work life and I mean the guy's like a CEO of a company or something like that, but you can relate it to like that and then it goes into his marriage too and how his marriage is affecting his work and how his work is affecting his marriage and it's just about like getting out of your own head basically.
100%. There's another one too, like if you guys, um, like speaking of work too, I know like sometimes like for me, I'm like even just waking up earlier, like it gets tough, right? Like let's say we want to work out but we want to how do I say we want to work out but we can't find enough time in the day. So we're like, hey, you know what? We're gonna wake up an hour earlier. It's called the it's by Mel Robbins. I want to say it's a 5 a.m. club.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one. That one was on my recommended list.
I think it's a 5 a.m. club where it just says like, hey, you know what, just get up and do it. That like just like stop like overthinking it. Like if you lay down in bed, she says like literally count to five, like one, two, three,
It's
four,
the
five,
5 second rule. That book is awesome. It's really good.
5 second
I
rule.
actually just bought that book.
Yes, dude. So that really helps like getting into action. Like yeah, and it starts within the morning. The morning, however you start your morning off, that's how the rest of your day is gonna go, right? If you start off dragging ass, sorry, if you start off a little slow, the rest of your day is gonna be slower, right? But it's little things like that where it's like it's simple adjustments that we can make that'll really change our daily habits, and those little habits are going to end up being bigger changes in our life, and this goes back to being consistent. If we wake up at 5 a.m. for the next week and then stop, we're probably not going to see a big difference. Or like if we do cold calling for a week and then stop, we're probably not going to get any clients from that. So no matter what, like whatever little change you do, and that's what I'm saying. Like don't I always tell the team, I was like, if you're gonna make a commitment, make something that you're gonna be able to stick to. Don't say, hey, I'm gonna call 100 contacts a day. Because you know that you know you're gonna give it a shot one day, and if it's gonna be too much and overwhelming, you're not gonna do it the next day. Do 5 contacts a day. It's something that's manageable. It'll take an hour out of your day. Like I said, we're all moms, so I'm very like mindful of that. Like we all have a lot of shit to do, but pick something that you're gonna be able to do and stick to it. Not just for a week, not just for a month. Like you're gonna have to keep doing it until you start seeing results. And we know in this industry, no matter what we do, we're not gonna see the results right away. You know, that would be pretty cool if we do though. We'd all be millionaires right now. But yeah, we're talking about health. Let's get ourselves together. We're talking about mindset. Any other books you guys recommend, or any other mindset tips you guys have?
I'm just
What
going
is
to
it?
say
Huh.
that everybody needs to go to bed at a decent time. I know that that's a thing, like especially when you're younger, you get caught into this and you just feel like you just have so much energy, you just want to do this, that, and the other thing. And I used to do that. I used to burn my candle till really late doing things. And I mean, I'm a little bit older than most of you, so I have learned in the process of my life that actually going to bed at a decent time is helping me to wake up at 5 a.m. and feel like, okay, I'm awake and I can get going. And I never used to be that way. I would want to sleep, but now I'm in the process of where I go to bed at a decent time. And granted, I don't have kids, but I think even still with kids, you can set a schedule to where you can do your best to get into bed no later than 10 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, and I think even more when you do have kids, like I feel like for me, before I got married, like it was just me and my son. And he'd go to sleep when I went to bed. And around 10 o'clock, 10:30 was our bedtime. And mind you, he was in daycare, so he didn't have like a set schedule. He didn't have, I could drop him off anytime. Um, but then when I got married, I went from one to three kids. And now, they're different ages, there's different, different schedules. And we found out very quickly that it was very hectic and it was causing, friction. Like it was like I wasn't sleeping well. I was, getting super overwhelmed. So now we have a schedule. And sometimes our friends like they're kind of like, what? Like you're at 7 o'clock, our kids are already getting in the shower. By 7:30, 7:45, they're already getting ready for bed. And by 8 o'clock, they're asleep. And guess what? After 8 o'clock, I'm in the shower. I'm like, so even if I don't go to sleep right away, me and my husband are in bed and we're, that's our time where we're kind of, discussing our days, what the, what tomorrow's gonna look like. And that's our time. And before, like we would be so tired to go to sleep at 10 o'clock at night, putting all the kids to sleep and, struggling with them because they're tired too. And we wouldn't have any time like for us to kind of summarize the day and plan the next, So even though some of our friends are like, your kids go to sleep so early. And it's funny because in the summer, obviously it gets dark a lot later. So our kids will be like, Mom, the sun's still out. I'm like, nope, close the blinds. No, it's not. So, like at
Yep.
7:30, at 7:30, our 5-year-old, she gets delirious where she's like just like being super silly. She's like, she's tired. And my 6-year-old, he gets super cranky and just starts crying for everything. So we're like, it's bedtime, Even if we're out or something, we're like, well, that's another thing. If we're going out, I already know like at around 1 or 2 o'clock, if I know we're gonna stay out late, they have to take a nap. Because if not, like it's like their schedules are gonna be super mixed up. And honestly, it's for them too. They're tired, So it definitely helps. And like I said, people make fun of us and they're like, you're asleep by 8:30. I'm like, yeah, and it feels great. But
Yep.
that's find what works for you guys. But I mean, like you guys know Vanessa. Vanessa's really big on TikTok and she does most of her TikTok lives super late at night. Like she'll be up till 11, 12 o'clock but she wakes up super late too, So that's what works for her. For me, I'm like by 10 o'clock, I'm done, You are not getting any energy out of me. But yeah, definitely find what works for you guys. But early bedtime helps us, but God, everyone finds what works for you. But okay, let's move on now into real estate side. Right now is where you guys should be trying to make all the connections. And not just right now, every day of the year, you guys should be trying to make connections, But right now kind of makes it a little bit easier for us where we have a reason to reach out and a reason to just like, hey, how are you? Like, yeah, you're not asking for anything, but rebuild those connections, whether it's with your sphere, with any past clients, with anyone that you've talked to. I'll share a little bit of what I'm gonna do for the next couple of weeks. I bought these cards, and I'm gonna also be calling and texting my past clients or anyone that I've talked to, even new followers on Instagram. But I'm not gonna be asking for business right away. I bought these little cute thank you cards. And what I did put on there is it's like a little note that's gonna say, "Hey, I have a little gift for you," and I'm giving everyone like a pair of movie tickets. But what I didn't want to do is just mail them out with the movie tickets and then for them like not to be received or not to use them. So I'm gonna have them call me or have us connect, and then I'm gonna either send them a link or give them the tickets, So. Because at first I was just gonna mail everyone movie tickets. I'm like, oh shit, what if they don't use them? So but my thing is that I'm just gonna be in the making connections and in the giving mood. I'm just gonna, hey, how can I help? I'm not talking about real estate right now with them, And but it's also like by me reaching out, like they're gonna, oh yeah, she does real estate. Okay, let me ask her about this. So I would say just find a way to make connections, whether it's gonna be with your community, with any past clients, with your sphere. Right now, you guys should all be texting all your family members, hey, happy Thanksgiving. like or hey, happy holidays, like not asking for anything right now, but just like if you haven't talked to somebody or to a family member in such a in months or whatever, just say, hey, how are you? A quick thing, happy Thanksgiving. Just just thinking of you. Hope all is well. Don't ask anything about real estate. Now later on, when you're back in in your prospecting mode, maybe next week, like send a business card or send a listing that you have for your open house. But right now, especially around the holiday, around this week of the holidays, just make connections with them. Hey, how are you? How's it going? What's up? How's it? Dude, I haven't seen you in forever. What's been going on? Let them talk about themselves, make those connections again. Okay. Um, and for another thing that I kind of been slacking on that I'm really gonna do, like I said, these are gonna be the cards, but I'm gonna make the calls too. Just simply make the calls or send the text. Like those are gonna be my two big ones. And I keep like putting it off because I hate talking on the phone, but I have to do it. I have to do it right now. And it's actually kind of like crazy. I just came from I pushed back this meeting because I had a last minute listing appointment. So it's coming soon in Covina if you guys are interested. But it's my cousin. It's my cousin, and I haven't talked to him in forever. And it was actually super embarrassing because he was like, "Hey, how was your wedding?" I'm like, "Fuck, I didn't invite him, you know." I didn't
Oops.
I didn't invite a lot of my family, because it was a destination wedding. But it's like, dude, like I didn't even I haven't talked to him in forever. And then his dad was there, which is my godfather. Father, he's like, hey, Mia, how are you? And it was really nice to see them, but I feel bad that I haven't talked to him in forever. I haven't reached out, and now he's calling me to sell his house. Now he doesn't even have social media. He was gonna relist his house with the previous person that he bought it from because he bought it directly from the listing agent. He said he was gonna call them, and then that he started telling his family like, oh, I'm gonna sell the house, and they're like, why don't you call Crystal? Like she sells, she's big on social media, and like or she's posting all the time that she's selling houses, and he's like, oh shit, like I don't have social media, so I didn't know. But if I would have been reaching out to all my family members, just even just through a text, like he would have. I wasn't the first person he thought of, and that sucks, especially because it's my cousin that I grew up with. So yeah, let's make it a point to reach out to everyone and hey, what's up? How are you? And little by little, let them know that you're in real estate. Like I said, I personally wouldn't text him right away if I haven't talked to him in years and be like, hey, you know what? I'm a realtor. I mean, not right now on Thanksgiving, maybe next week, but they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, hi, how are you? So definitely like make the connections, call them. And it does suck. It does suck when you find out that your family bought with someone else or that they sold with someone else. Like it sucks. But I can't get mad at them because I wasn't reaching out to them and I wasn't putting my services out there for them. My husband just put out a new podcast and we were watching it last night. It just came out. And there's this section where he was like, and he say he learned it from Grant Cardone, but that he built his Airbnb business, and that he puts it out there like, hey, I'm the best out here that manages these Airbnbs. And he's like, there might be other or better ones out there, but I don't know of them. As far as I know, I'm the best, and I know I'm going to take very good care of my clients. And if I'm not in front of my clients, and if they reach out to someone else, they might use their service, and guess what? They're not going to get the best because I'm the best, So kind of having that mindset, like I know I'm going to take care of my clients, and I know if they go with anyone else, I'm doing a disservice to them, So put yourself out there, make sure that they know that you're the best, make sure that they know that you're backed by a solid team, and that you're going to take good care of them, Can you imagine how it would feel if I see my uncle's listing I mean my cousin's listing, like online? I would be like, that was mine. Yeah, so definitely reach out to everyone, talk to your sphere. Like I said, I personally just like doing the basic touch. Hey, how are you? How's it going? And then later on, little by little, start reaching out, saying like, hey, I'm a realtor. And it doesn't necessarily have to be for them, but if send them your business card, if they know of anyone, like just have them connect you. So that's that one. That's your sphere and your past clients. You guys, there's so many events right now too that you guys could be attending. Like, go to the events, make the connections, tell your hairstylist, your eyelash girl, whoever you connect with, like, hey, like, give them a little gift, something, make the connections with them. I always give my eyelash girl like a little chocolate thing, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just like something little like that she's gonna that they appreciate. People really do appreciate little gifts like that, right? And guess what? She's already sent me two clients. So, so in the past 2 years, she sent me two clients. So I'm like, I don't know. I think if you like my husband said it, if you give without expecting anything back, like it just automatically like comes back to you. You're making an impression on them, you know. So definitely do events, give back, and then connect with everyone that you're supporting their business. So why wouldn't they want to support you too, right? And then what else? Oh, and then set your intentions. Set your intention like, when you're going to events or when you're talking to someone, like what is your intention with them? Is there any, do you guys go to events sometimes? Sorry, my thing keeps beeping. Do you guys go to events sometimes and then just come out like the speakers were great, but then you just kind of sat to yourself and didn't speak to anyone? Usually events, especially real estate events, are meant to be networking events. So if you go to an event, I highly recommend you setting the intention like, hey, you know what? I'm going to connect with two people today. It could be realtors, it could be, lenders, it could be whoever it is, but connect with two people. And every time you go to an event, those two people are going to create your circle. And they're going to be, next time when you speak to a client, they're like, hey, you know what? I'm looking for someone that knows how to do this. You're like, you know what? I met this person at this event. Now you're the plug, now you're the connection, now you're the person that your client is gonna come to. So start building your a different sphere, like more of a work sphere. So set the intention to make the connections and continue to grow um, your your business relationships.
I'm kind of glad that you elaborated on that because I always thought like when I go to events, like I'm just there to learn. I didn't really know like why would I want to connect with other agents, or understand why. So yeah, glad you said that.
And it definitely helps too. Like I said, guys, I think I told the team before. What happened? Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. I keep getting phone calls. Put my thing on do not disturb. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
Yes.
so when you go to these events and you meet agents, obviously like these agents they're probably not going to be your clients, right? Sorry, guys. My thing keeps ringing. Okay, we're good. I put on do not disturb. It's still going through. So when you're going to these events, it's not even the same people, it's different people calling. Um, are we good? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you go to this, and you're meeting these agents, like I said, these agents probably aren't going to be your client, right? So you're like, oh, I don't want to talk to them. But guess what? They might have a listing that your client wants. So when you go to the listing or when you go to show it and you're like, hey, remember I met you at the NARP event and we connected, or oh, remember how's your kid? Like they're gonna automatically feel some kind of way, like, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah. So they're gonna help you either one, guide you to get your offer accepted or accept your offer. So start building those relationships with agents too. Like it's not just like and that's kind of like the what do you call it, scarcity mindset, when you're like, oh no, I'm not gonna be, I can't connect with them because they might take my clients, or like, no, 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 let's learn from each other, let's see what they're doing, and maybe we could work together in the future. It doesn't have to be like us against them. No, like no.
Yeah.
Definitely connect with them. And even like if you guys are looking for open houses, send the messages to them. Like, hey, I'm looking for an open house. Do you have any listings right now? Like, start making the connections with them. And then you never know, like they might work differently, or they may do something that you like, and like it's okay to like take ideas from agents and help each other out. And like I don't really think like I think before in the real estate industry, it used to be a lot like I'm not. It's like a lot of gatekeeping. Like, no, I'm not gonna tell them like what I do. I'm not gonna share my resources. Like, I don't think it's like that anymore. I think everyone kind of like likes to share and likes to help out. I feel like we're in a
Yeah.
and so I think like by making those connections, like I said, it's a really small industry too. So the way you treat an agent or the way you connect with an agent, it's gonna affect your business as well. I've had agents before where I've had really bad experiences, and in my head, like I mean, when you work with a lot of agents or you've done it for years, you see a lot of names. But there's certain names that if I see on an offer, I'm probably gonna give them a very hard time. You know. But I'm like, just because now I know, like let's say I was in a transaction and it has happened. I'm in a transaction and it actually happened recently too in my rancho property. We got this offer, and right off the bat, like the agent was like being very very catty, right? And it's a guy, but he was being very catty. And I'm like, mind you, we in the market that we're in right now, we're also getting very limited offers. So it was a good offer, but we he was just asking for things that didn't make sense, right? Right off the bat. So I was like, if this is how he's acting right now, I can only imagine how it's going to be during the transaction. Because right now he's just trying to get his offer accepted, and he's already asking for, for the moon and the stars. So I'm like, but compared to our other offers, it was a good offer, right? I know they're his clients were a lot more qualified than the other ones. So I'm like, all right. So right away I told my husband, I'm like, look, we're gonna accept this offer, but just being prepared for this. And sure enough, the rest of the transaction, it was like asking for everything else. And so I already knew like going into it how it was gonna be, but at the same time, like I had to kind of like bite my tongue on it. But going forward, if I get him again, I'm gonna be like, probably not. So how I guess how you run your business and what you do in a transaction, it does matter because in the future it could affect you as well too. So make the connections, just make sure you guys are building positive relationships and take care of them. Like don't be an ass. I promise you guys it'll come back to you. There has been times where I have to like kind of get feisty in transactions, but it's only because like I'm done being nice. We had one in West Covina, and this one, I swear to God, guys, I feel so bad, but it was literally a daily argument. It had to be a daily argument in order, like I feel like she just wanted to fight, and I was like, no, it's okay, Sophia. I remember her name. Her name was Sophia, and I was like, no, I know, Sophia. We're all in the same place. I know we're all trying to. Okay, Sophia, I get like you get me. Like it's, but like I said, moving forward, we do a lot of listings. If I get one of her offers, I'm not gonna want to work with her again. You know. So make sure you guys take care of those every relationship that you guys make, it matters, guys. Like I said, unless it's someone that's negative and it's pulling you down, those are the ones you want to cut away from. But if it's a business relationship, if it's your client, your family, take care of the relationships. Any any other? Let's see. Let's read the chat real quick. A great idea. Very very true, Carrie. Anyone else want to suggest anything as far as relationships? I've been losing my voice. Like my voice goes in and out for like. Well, how do you guys feel? What do you guys think? What are some things that you guys are gonna do to like for the remainder of the year to kind of build the relationships again, or to kind of get your business, you know, get that momentum going? Anyone?
I was already making holiday cards to send to people in my CRM that actually have their addresses,
Uh-huh.
and then to family members too. That it's nothing real estate related, but I kind of like on the back, I like write a little story and like kind of lightly remind them that I'm a realtor in it,
Nice.
but it's like a family story. So I'm gonna be sending those out. I was thinking about maybe doing something like that for my neighborhood too, just obviously not as like I don't want my family's face all over it because that's kind of weird, but I don't want them like stalking me or anything, but something like that, like a little like thanks or holiday newsletter or something like that.
Yeah, that's super cool. And then what, like I know a lot of you guys had prior jobs before this, right? Like reach out to them. Like if you guys have friendships in your previous your previous workspace, like hey, like here's a Christmas card, or if your boss or anyone, like think about people that you actually had good connections with that you haven't like spoke to in a while. Like reach out to them. Like, hey, happy holidays. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be about business right away, but just build the connections again. Okay.
Okay.
Any other ideas? No. Just to wrap it up, one of the last notes that I had on here is I feel that this is super it's very important in our industry, but it doesn't, it kind of like it gets taken for granted. It's a sense of urgency. Like I feel like sometimes we have these ideas and we want to like we have all these, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, but we never take action and we never like really but Do it, guys. Pick one idea, one thing that you guys want to do for the holidays to either reach out to your clients or to touch base with your family again, or to rebuild the relationships. Like pick one thing and do it. Like, but not do it next year or next week. Like, do it now. Like literally take. I feel like we lack the sense of urgency. And in this business, that's why I had to take the appointment today because when my cousin called, I'm like, yes, I will be there. You know, like act on it, and people really respect that, and they respond to it very well too. And guess what? Next time when he knows someone that wants to sell, or my other cousin wants to sell or buy, he's gonna be like, oh, you know what? Call Crystal, she'll show up right away. Like, let's build that sense of urgency. So right now, like if you guys have an idea, like Tiff, you're gonna send out the your neighborhood cards, create it right now on Canva. You know, print
Yeah,
it out tomorrow.
I already
I would
did them.
send.
I sent them out to get printed already.
There you go. See, so I highly suggest that, ladies, pick one thing that you guys know that you can actually take action on and do it. So, like the other day, I had the idea of the thank you cards. So I ordered them on Amazon. It gets them here the next day, dude. Like
Mhm.
now at speed. Like, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take the time to get everything ready, and those have to be out by today. And I'm gonna send you guys a picture. It's just it's something short, something sweet, like the note that I'm putting in there regarding the movie tickets. I'm gonna print it out so I don't have to write that like, 20, 30 times. But I have to mail those out, and that's a commitment that I'm making that I'm like it's gonna be for me and for my business next year, you know. So I just kind of backtracking there. I wanted to do a client appreciation event. Next month in December. But I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like I have been putting the effort enough to touch base with my clients where I want to just be like, oh, come let's have a party and expect them to show up. So next year I already told my team like my mission is to like touch base with all my previous clients and build a relationship again. And next year in December I'm gonna have a big ass party and they're all gonna be there. Like I need to work on building that relationship again. Now, mind you, this year we did well, but next year I'm expecting to double our numbers, and I know I know what I need to do in order to double those numbers. I don't have to go out and keep chasing business because I'm going on my ninth year. Like my business is I have the clientele there, but I need to focus on creating building those relationships again and getting business from them too. The new businesses can continue to come, but I need to focus on the relationships I already have and what can come from them. Okay. Same thing, like you guys already have relationships with so many people, with friends, with family, like focus on those relationships, like start building those relationships again, and the
Yeah,
business is gonna continue to come. So you guys,
for
uh,
sure.
but yeah, but I'm excited to see you guys grow. I'm excited to see you guys put in the work. I'm available whenever you guys have any questions, whenever you guys need anything, like just reach out. Text me. Text me would be easier. I'll put my number in the group chat for those that don't have it. But Sarah, so good to see you on here, Sarah.
Thank you, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. Sorry I'm at work, but I'm here.
No worries. I haven't seen you guys. And then for my team that's on here, I'm gonna text you guys separately, but I would want to touch base with you guys. So maybe later this afternoon, because I know tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So if you guys are free, I'll send you guys a text. But yeah, any questions?
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you.
And you guys on the group chat, if you guys think of any
Good
other books
question
that
though before you go.
yeah. Who's talking? Is it
Can you
Jules?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
It's Julia. Julia. I have a question because I know how you're saying, and like those are great ideas. Reach out to the family, like pretty much like I'm like a new agent, right? And like I just feel like since I'm gonna be reaching out to like my closest family, friends, X, Y, and Z, like close people that I know because I still don't have a market yet. Like just happy holidays, this and that. Right now, this is the perfect time, like you were saying, right? When do you think like a good time to follow up them though? Like maybe next, just like some family members that do like they're renting, they're trying to get prepared to buy. Like I have my sister, for example, and she just wants like information. Like you were saying, you don't want to just touch right away on that like real estate stuff. You want to build a rapport and build a relationship, right?
Uh-huh. Well,
Can't hear. Oh,
you're breaking up a little bit. So two things. One, if you have someone that's already that just wants information, she's already asking you for it. That goes back to the sense of urgency. Like, give her that information. If you don't know where to
Yeah.
start, with either your with your mentor or with one of us, like, hey, I have my sister that wants information. Like,
Hmm.
how can we jump on a call and just answer her questions. Like, so that's one. Two, if
Hmm.
you're gonna send out the text or the cards or calls and of like, hey, just happy holidays. Now you're creating a habit where it's like, hey, next week you're gonna send like send motivational quote or whatever it is, but start putting your picture and your information on there on the bottom, or and then maybe like like start creating your systems where on a either if it's not weekly basis or twice a month, like you're gonna be sending them something, right? If it's gonna be on text messages, on
Okay.
emails or whatever. But now you're not just reaching out for them for business. You're kind of creating like the system or a calendar, like where now they expecting it
Yeah.
from you, you know. So don't once you start it, like don't if you don't just do it for a month and then stop, you know.
Yeah.
I would say, like, don't send them messages every day because they're just gonna block you, you know. But but start making it a point to reach out to them every so often. It's the same thing if we're doing farming, ladies. If we choose an area that we want to farm, like you can't just send them a notice one time and then expect for them to kind of remember you a year from later. I mean, for a year from
Right.
then, you know. So if you guys are going to choose a farming area, make it a point once a week or every other week. Go take them something. Go reach out to them. Go door knock. You know. So start building that with them. Like if you're gonna do your family members, send them the hey, happy Thanksgiving. Next week send them maybe your business card with like I said, do something where you're gonna start building the relationship again.
Yeah.
You know,
For sure.
and then start inviting them when you guys have open houses. Start sending them the flyer. Like they usually like if it's your family members or your friends where you already have that relationship, they're not gonna mind. They might
Hmm.
not like if they're not interested right now. They're not gonna say. I mean, they might not do much with it, but they're at least going to start seeing that you're actually working and you're actually involved in the industry.
Right.
Which is
For
yeah.
sure.
Well, I guess my point with that is like don't just do it once and expect to like get business from it right away. Like I said,
Like stay consistent,
the the point is for us
right?
to
With
build a
the building the yeah,
correct.
because it's like takes like you said, it takes a while. It takes a while to whether it's friends,
Exactly.
family, or strangers. It takes how many touches, like so many, like 8, 10 touches before
Exactly. And like I said,
anything kind of goes about, happens.
that's where I was kind of guilty of it this year is that I was constantly chasing for the new business where I didn't really I have my clients there already, they already trust me, they've already worked with me, they already like they know me. So I already have that relationship there, but I didn't take care of the relationship there where I feel like right now it's like embarrassing for me to be like, oh, you know what, hey, do you want to buy or sell? Like, no, I want to make sure I'm building the relationship again.
Yeah.
So like I said, next year we're gonna have that big ass party and mind you, by me reaching out consistently, they're gonna something's gonna come from it, whether it's with them or with someone that they know, but they're gonna want to refer you and um and yeah, and keep touch with you too.
Thank you.
And I guess
Sounds good.
find what works for you guys. But like I said, even though my I mean, my cousin doesn't have social media. His I told him that about the social media, so it's like keep it up, stay consistent. Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, one more note that I want to share with you guys. Start thinking about what you want your year to look like next year. And start thinking like whatever. Like Kim, you're doing an amazing job with your videos too. Like it's so good. You hit the ground running, girl. Like good job, guys.
Thank you.
But keep an like have an idea of what you want your year to look like next year. Like next year I'm gonna try to change my how do you say it? Not my image, but my how I'm perceived, I guess. I want to focus more like on the luxury side. So that now I'm gonna have to make shifts on how what I'm posting and what information I'm giving. And so like I told you guys last time, I'm gonna be doing a lot more informative videos and where I'm getting more business versus I'm just doing videos to attract a following and attract people. So I don't know, I mean for the girls that were on my team, I told them the my Instagram right now, I'm attracting a lot of new agents and a lot of agents that want to work with me, right? I have to switch that to do more informative videos and do more videos that's going to attract clients. You know, clients are still coming from it because they see me working and they see, but I'm just posting my listings. I'm just posting my sold, but I'm not posting any information about, you know, what it takes to sell or buy. So that's one thing that I'm going to be working on too. And be very honest with you guys. You guys look at your page, look at, you know, other people's pages and say like, hey, you know what? I like that the way they're doing that. I'm going to do that too. And if you look at your page, you're like, this is the way type of agent I want to be, then make sure you guys make the adjustments and it's okay. We're going to continue to grow. So you're going to continue to make adjustments on your, on your Instagram, on your, whatever it is, on your business in general.
Got it.
Cool. But yeah, guys, 2026 is going to be awesome.
That's
Any
right.
questions, ladies? Was I yelling? I feel like I was yelling.
No, you're good. You're just
I have
excited.
very-
You get excited.
Passionate.
Yeah,
And the
passionate.
pre-workout is good, guys. So yeah, I have a very low voice. So I always feel like I have to like speak a little louder. So that's why my voice is always like raspy now. But yeah, let's kick ass. Let's pick one thing that we're gonna do and let's take action. Cool.
For sure. Thank you so much.
Sure, guys. To my team, I'm gonna
Thank you,
text you guys.
Crystal.
See you guys later.
All right. Thank you.
Bye,
Happy
ladies. Happy
Thanksgiving.
holidays.
Happy
Yes,
Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
Toodles.
Thanksgiving.